Shalom, Chavarim. It's Rubisa, ready with Parshat Beshalach. And there is so much to talk about in Beshalach. It's interesting. Every week, we take the Torah out of the Aron HaKodesh. In every synagogue, every shul, every Beit Knesset around the world, they come together, they take the Sefer Torah out, and they read the exact same story. Not the same story every week, but everybody all around the world is reading the same story. And sometimes it is a super duper exciting story, sometimes less, but it's always the same. And we're always sharing it together, everyone, which is amazing. And everyone goes through the same process, right? So I have a beautiful new toy, Sefer Torah, in a toy Aron HaKodesh. So I can open my Aron HaKodesh and take out my Torah, which isn't real, but is all the words that are in the real Torah. Now, in Beshalach, it's already an exciting week because this week's parasha is always near Tu B'Shvat. And I hope you did something super exciting and special for Tu B'Shvat. I know that what our synagogue did was incredibly special. And the youth from ages 3 to ages 14 led it, and they led it beautifully. Well, that is an excitement that is already happening, but this week's Torah portion is huge. It is enormous. It is an incredible moment. It is the hand of Hashem and so much power. Because what happens? Last week in Bo, Paro finally said, go, 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 get out. And Bnei Israel went so fast that their bread was matzah. And they leave and they go one way. And after 3 days, in front of them is Yam Suf, water, a lot of water. And behind them, they hear Paro coming after them because Paro has, of course, changed his mind, changed his heart, and he is heading back to bring them back. What are they going to do? Scream, cry, panic! And what's Hashem going to do but help them? And Hashem does something that had never happened before and has happened, I guess, one time since. And the water split in two. And Bnei Israel walked through on dry land. Everybody on the dry land makes it through, past Yam Suf, completely safe. And as Paro enters the water rushes back together and closes up. And Paro, whatever swimming lessons he has, doesn't help. That is the end of Paro, and we don't have to worry about him ever again. We are free. We were free then. We are free today, and we are so thankful for Hashem for giving us our freedom. And Bnei Israel stands together and sings and dances. And it says Miriam, remember Miriam, Moshe's big sister? She grabs her musical instrument, and the women, and they all hold hands, and they sing, and they dance. And everyone's so excited. So excited this moment, Hashem. It's unbelievable. And so this Shabbat has a special name. It's called Shabbat Shira because it is a song. It is a song that Bnei Israel sang then, and they write that song down exactly in the Torah, and then we read it out in Beit Knesset. Now, how do we know that it's a song and not the words of the Torah? Because we read all the words of the Torah. We sing all the words of the Torah every week, but this one's different. This one's a song. And so I wanted to show you in the Torah that when we open it up, usually the words of the Torah look like this, like paragraphs, right? Like in a book, but in Hebrew, obviously. But here we have the Shira, the words of this song. And you see how they don't make paragraphs, there's spaces. This is how it looks in the Torah. And it's always looked this way in the Torah. And I think it looks like on one side and on the other side, that's the water. And in the middle, that's all the people walking through. That's what I think this looks like as the song of Az Yashir Moshe, which we sing every day in our tefillah. And we sing it this Shabbat for Shabbat Shira to celebrate our freedom. Very special and very exciting. It happens that the songs always look like that in the Torah, and singing to Hashem and thanking him is so special, and we should do it whenever we can. And then, as though that wasn't enough from Hashem, he keeps giving us more incredible things. And my favorite incredible thing in the parasha, in addition to Yam Suf, the sea opening and closing and us being free, is the food. Now, in Tu B'Shvat, you probably ate some yummy food. Today, you probably ate some yummy food. And all of that food is because of Hashem. But Hashem gives the newly freed Jewish people a food called man or manna. Comes from the sky. Every morning, it's on the ground, ready to go. No one has to go to the grocery store. No one has to plant anything to make it happen. Hashem makes that food completely ready. And it tastes amazing. It tastes perfect in your mouth. Whatever you want to be eating, that's what you're eating. That man is there for you to enjoy. Hashem takes care of us in such big ways, and sometimes we forget it. Take it for granted. They have the manna. You have everything in your refrigerator right now, and you could have anything in the store. That's amazing. That's because Hashem helps us keep producing more and more things. That happens today. We are free. We have food. We celebrate all that happening in Beshalach and in Parshat, in Shabbat Shira. I hope you enjoy it all. I hope you can go to a Beit Knesset where you get to see the Torah. But if not, it's still the words to learn and enjoy and love. Bye, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.